Post to your profile report story. Thanks for reading this. I didn't even think I would be able to finish. Please, read the ending message for an important announcement. Nami almost couldn't sleep last night. She was still taking in the fact that she and Luffy were now together. Of course she couldn't sleep in a good way. She was really happy and she even had a few happy tears. If she wasn't careful she might find herself loving something more than treasure. She woke up in the woman quarters to find Robin was already gone, meaning she was awake. She got up from her bed and got out of her pajamas and into more daytime clothing. Once she got onto the ship she found all the crewmates doing everything they normally do. Zoro was training with his swords, Usopp was telling Chopper some lies who in turn was believing every word, and Robin was lying in a chair reading her book. Nami assumed Sanji was making breakfast. Where's Luffy? Nami thought not seeing him anywhere on the ship. Nami. Luffy jumped right in front her coming from the crow's nest scaring her and making her fall on her ass. Luffy, you have to stop doing that. Nami complained at him. I figured you would want to see me though, he retorted at her. Nami heard Robin chuckle from her book. I do, but don't go doing that or I'll throw you in the sea myself. Anyway, what were you doing up there? Looking for an island for adventure? Nami asked her new rubber boyfriend. Luffy shook his head. Robin gave me this. I spent the night reading it and I fell asleep up there, he explained holding a book in his hands. What did it teach you? Nami asked. First it taught me this. Luffy suddenly planted a kiss on her cheek, taking Nami by surprise. She blushed and placed a hand on her cheek where Luffy just kissed. Surprise kisses seems was the first thing, Luffy said. Suddenly the sound of plates and dishes could be heard crashing on the ground. Nami looked past Luffy to find Sanji. And he looked pissed. Oh no, he probably saw Luffy give me a kiss. Nami panicked. Luffy, how dare you kiss Nami? I am going to kick your fucking ass. Quote. Sanji screamed at him. Luffy heard his screaming, causing him to turn around to see Sanji coming straight for him, looking very pissed. Sanji put his foot into the air ready to kick the hell out him. Right when he was about to make contact, Nami got in the way, causing Sanji to stop himself at the last second. Nami, get out of way, I need to kick his ass. Sanji demanded, but Nani didn't budge. Sanji, just chill out, me and him are dating now. Nani finally told him. The fire in his eyes died out and his jaw dropped to the ground. What? Next thing everyone saw, Sanji was on the floor crying and hugging his knees and rocking back and forth. No 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 no. It can't be, Sanji cried out, feeling his heart broken. Sanji, quote. Nami said, confused. Promoted stories. You'll also like Luffy's jealousy. 71.1k 1.4k. Pairings. Luffy x Nami. What if the infamous Mugiwara crew docked on an unknown island? What if Nami had forgot? Zolu. A Tale of Two Strafuts. Zoro x Luffy. 17.4k 576. The bond between captain and first mate is especially powerful, particularly in the case of Luffy and Zoro. Although fate seems to have other plans, Zoro is determined to. The Straw Hat and the Oni A Luffy x Yamato. 50.7k 804. What if Yamato joined the Straw Hat Pirates on their voyage across the world? And what would happen if Luffy and Yamato began to develop new feelings towards one another? Gomen, Captain. 35.4k 1.1k. Book 1. No regrets, right? It's been 2 years since the Battle of Marineford. 2 years since the Straw Hats were separated. After taking off from Amazon Lily with Law, I love you and only you. 9.4k 135. Ever since leaving Wano, Nami has been feeling a certain way, her body tensing up every time Luffy was even a few feet from her or when he would look at her, not being. Two captains in a knot. La. 52.5k 1.4k. Luffy developed rather strange feelings towards the Hearts Pirates captain recently, but he can't figure exactly what. Law soon developed these odd feelings as well in Eve's apology, OPLA. 2.5k 115. Eve's apology, in which a Monozoku Taish finds herself, begrudgingly enough, involved in the A. She could hear Zoro laughing to himself. Sanji got back up and brushed off his outfit. He also took out a cigarette, put it inside his mouth, and lit it. Is that what you really want, Nami? He asked, taking a puff. Yes, I do. He makes me happy, Nami said. Quote dot dot dot. Luffy, I think this goes without saying, but if you do anything to make her unhappy, I really will kick your ass, Sanji said, looking at Luffy. Of course, Luffy said with a nod, then if you will excuse me. I have to go back and make some more food. Sanji headed back to the kitchen, steeping over the mess he had caused. Phew, I didn't expect that to go so well, Nami said. I knew he would understand in the end, Luffy said, grinning widely. I'm going to count the treasure. Let me know when Sanji finishes again, Nami said, leaving, and Luffy went and walked beside her. I want to come, Luffy said. You don't want to be looking for any islands at the possibility of adventure? Quote dot. She asked him. Chopper and Usopp can do that. Besides, I want to be with you for right now. His words made her blush a bite. She went to the room and sat down and began to count. Okay, Nami, how come you count this every day? Luffy asked. Because I love money and to make sure that we still have enough to keep living, Nani said before resuming her counting. I don't see how we could run out anytime unless everyone eats our food too much, Luffy said. That's what you keep doing. Quote dot. Nami yelled. A few minutes of counting later. Nami, this is boring, he complained. Then do something, entertain yourself. I'm a bit busy right now. Nami just started on a recount of the money. Can't we do something though? Luffy asked, watching her. Like what? Quote dot. She asked. The book said things like talking, hugs, kisses, and some things I don't know what they are, like cuddling, or sex. That last one made Nami want to smack him, but she knew that he didn't know any better. We are way too early for that last one, Luffy. And besides, I'm busy right now with the counting, Nami explained. But I'm curious as to this stuff and I didn't read the whole book. Please, Nami. Quote dot. He asked, getting into her face. She stared at him, feeling her heart begin to beat faster, and she eventually caved in. Fine. But only for a few minutes, alright? Nami demanded, and he gave a nod. She got up from her chair and went over to the bed, and she lied down on her side. Come on, I'll teach you how to cuddle. She patted the spot beside her, signaling for him to come over. He came over and lied down beside her on his side, facing her. What now? He asked, completely unfazed by this. We have to hold each other like this and not forceful, Nami explained. She wrapped herself around him, pulling him. Like this? He asked, copying her movements and wrapping himself all around her with his rubber body. Why, yeah, she felt pretty comfortable for being held by rubber. Quote dot 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 dot. Alright, that's enough. Time to get back up, Luffy, Nami said, but Luffy didn't move. Luffy, she said, but he didn't respond. She looked at his face and found that he is asleep. Damn it, now I can't get back to counting. He does look cute like this. Nami had an idea. She gave him a kiss on the lips before settling back to his body. I love you, Luffy. I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. Let's help each other achieve our dreams, she thought to herself as she soon joined him in slumber. The end. Thank you for actually reading this. I never thought this would get the amount of views it did. Now I have an idea of another One Piece story, but it may be a while before it comes, so keep an eye out for that in the future. And if you like Takagi-san or My Hero and AI have stories for those as well, so check them out. Thanks again.